Hello, Daniel Page, represented by SVS Management, and I live in London, originally from Exeter in Devon, and I'm out on my walk by the River Wandle in Merton, and that goes all the way down to Wandsworth to the Thames, and it starts in around Croydon area. A very important river here. They used to have, you've got Mordenhall Park, which is a national trust right here, and also Merton Abbey Mills, which is where William Morris used to do the textiles. And so you've got the water wheel and the old factory buildings there of where William Morris used to do his patterns and everything. What does community mean to me? It's obviously the gathering of like-minded people together, trying to get the betterment of the area in which they're in. And looking after each other, you know, whether it's a neighbourhood watch scheme or just knocking in on your neighbours and just making sure that they've got everything that they need, really. Connection to the community. I mean, I've been in my house for 23 years and it's a really lovely street where I am. People have been there for so long that when we moved in, I think we've only had two different people on the street. Everybody is the same, and it is always, when it's sunny particularly, or even putting out the bins, we always say hello to each other and have a good old gossip, not about the street, just what's going on, really. And that does feel like the community around, and it feels very special, and that's why I think nobody ever leaves. It sounds like a horror film, but it's really not. I have volunteered. My partner had a stroke just over 10 years ago. We've celebrated the 10th anniversary of being a stroke survivor. And when he first had the stroke, he was in hospital for 6 months. And after that time, we were able to find local groups where he could go and do exercises and speech classes and things like that, and so I would go and help out with those and sort of meet everybody. But then as time's gone on, especially the COVID time, that all sort of disappeared, unfortunately. So it's now something to maybe try and start all over again. Yes, I am a co-op member. I'm quite lucky where I am got two local stores, and they are very special in that it helps the charities within the local area, and that is important. And of course it changes every so often, so hopefully these charities are getting the things that they need and want just by doing your shopping, really. I do like walking. This is my usual walk. In fact, this is my walk to the tube station if I want to take it, if I'm not in too much of a rush to get there. This goes through Mordenhall Park, National Trust area, and it's just right around by me. And then you go into the park, you've got the boardwalk through the rushes and old bridges and stonework and things like that, which is, it's just gorgeous to look at. If I could have anybody to walk with, I think, dead or alive, I think I would have to, they don't have to talk to me, just to be there, and I think just as a comforting presence, I think it would have to be Emma Thompson, and just stand there, just walk next to me, and just, that'll be it. It's a reassurance, I think, that you would, it's just a reassurance she has, I think. If I could have a superpower, I think everybody always wants to fly or see through walls or something like that. I would like to go back whenever I wanted, anytime, to my favourite time. A place that I could relive that moment over and over again, whenever I wanted. Would that get boring in the end? I don't know. I don't think so. I want to relive it again and again and again. What would I never do? Leave the house without on the walk. Shoes, for one thing, and also an umbrella. Even though today, clear blue sky and everything like that. But always bring a brolly. It's the UK, you never know. And also a bottle of water. So they're in my bag. And actually you can use the brolly if it gets too hot and the sun's too hot. Something that I'm most proud of. That's a tricky one. I've just come back from working abroad in the Middle East. And I think the perceptions, what we have in the West of parts of the UAE and Saudi Arabia, I was in Riyadh working for 2 weeks, are very different to what it's actually like there. And I'd like to think that even coming back now, that I've always tried to live, not every day like it's the last, but try and live every day to the full and do something on whether it's creative or get my tax done, but just have a list and do what it is on that thing every day. So I'm proud that every day I can say that I've been fairly fulfilled. And coming back from the Middle East, I'd like to extend the travel and do that. So that's my thought with that, is to carry on doing something with it. I'm trying to look on I've got a little list to see. I think I might have everything there. I mean, if you do need anything else, please do let me know. But I shall continue my walk to the station because I am off. I've got a very big birthday happening tomorrow and I need to get some things to prepare for it. So thank you very much. And hope to hear from you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.